Yo, welcome to another episode of Studio Vibes with X. So I have this new workflow that I can't believe I haven't been using in FL Studio that I want to show you in today's cook-up, and it's going to be super mind-blowing, and I'm going to show you the advantages of using this workflow when you're composing just in FL Studio. So this is only exclusive to FL Studio if you have the latest version, the updated version. So all you guys that are still on the fence about upgrading to these newer versions of FL Studio, maybe this workflow might actually change your mind, but we'll see at the end of the video. I want you to let me know down in the comments if this will change your mind. So here's the thing, I do have some drums laid out here. I used my drum kit to create all these drums. The link is down below. You can support the channel by copying these drums. So the drums sound like this. So these are just simple drums that are laid out just to get the track going. So here's the thing, how I normally add like plugins, like how I've been doing it for years, is I would usually maybe go here on this plus and then I drop in, let's say, a flex like this, right? And then I drop it in and then I start using it and all that kind of stuff. But with the update of FL Studio, they added a new way you can use the plugin picker. So you can come up here, you see this, I don't know what you call that. Is that a plug? I think it looks like a plug to me. So you tap that, and then on the left side you can see here are the plugins that make sound, and on the right side you can see all the effects that you can throw on your mixer. So if you guys knew that already, it's all good, but this is how it's all lined up if you didn't know. So what I can do now, if I have all of this open, if I want to pick a certain plugin, like let's say I want to pick as a quarter, for instance, I can just drag it and drop it to a mixer track, not here, not on the channel rack over here, but I can drag it and drop it like right here on the playlist like that, and then boom, and then now it's here. So what this does is that it not only loads the plugin on the channel rack like it did just now, but it loads it on also the mixer, and it names everything correctly. And you can see it also created a clip right there. So you can see here on the mixer, it does have the Sakura added on right there. So then I can just do whatever I want. So I can come in here and let's see what I can use. Maybe I can go into keyboard and I can pick something. I think I like the sound. And as you can see here, as I play the sound, you can see there's a little, you can actually see here, there's a meter right here just beside the Sakura right there. So you can see the levels, even if you have this closed. You can still see how loud that sound is, the sound of this plugin. And you can see here, this is grayed out over here, and you can see there's also an icon right there. That's pretty cool. So this is a new way of adding that saves you time of having to route everything and name everything, because it just does it automatically. ImageLine did a number on this update. It's super cool. So let me see if I can record something that's nice. I think something like that would be cool. And I want to add another sound here, so I'm gonna go back into the plugin picker and I'm going to maybe drop in a Hallmore, and I'm gonna drop it on track 11 like that. Boom, it's already routed to the mixer, so I don't have to do that. That's super cool, and the clip is right there. So now I can pick a preset, like let's see, Moonlight EP. Oh, and did you see that as soon as I changed the preset, it also updated on the mixer here to say Moonlight EP. So the naming is also updating as I am switching the preset. So I'm not sure how this works with like third-party plugins. You're gonna have to let me know if you do try it out, if that happens, if the names change as well. But I think this is super cool. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna copy these same chords like that, and then I'm gonna paste them here. Okay, I don't like that delay that's over here, so I'm gonna turn that off. Let's see if I legato these, Control L. think that sounds good, and it's already. You see, by default, when I thought about the mixer, I came to this cog trying to send the sound to a mixer, but it's already sent to the mixer. So I kind of will need to have to get used to this kind of workflow. It's like two extra steps that are done for me already. So now I can just throw in an effector and boom. So this saves you so much time as you are composing. Nice. So now I'm gonna throw in something else, and I think I could throw in a poison. I'm gonna drop it right there. And here in poison, I want to look for something that I can use for like a melody. No. I kind of like that sound. It's got this arpeggiated vibe that's going on. Let me make sure I turn off the typing keyboard. I still have it on from my last video. If you didn't check that out, you should. Let me do this. Okay, there we go. So I think that's good. And I'm just gonna quantize like this and make sure my notes. It's so cool that I can actually see like the levels right here on the arrangement. Like I can see the levels of each sound. So I don't even have to have the mixer on. That is super cool. I love this, man. Like I really love this. Okay, now to add some bass. So I'm gonna come in here to plugin picker, and I'm gonna go into flex because I love the basses that I have in flex. So I'm gonna drag it and drop it right there. Boom. And I am going to go into my favorites folder. Something like that. So I'm leaving some room for like a second bass or some other bass sounds that I can throw in there as well. Let's say if I throw in a GMS, let's look for another bass sound in GMS. I think that's okay. It must just come in like 3 times and then it doesn't continue. I think I want to throw in something like a pad. I keep going back to the plus. I don't know if you caught that. I keep going back to this plus when I'm thinking of adding. I need to now change this habit I have of going to the plus to add plugins and start going up there and using this method. I'm also still getting used to it. So I'm going to throw in something that has some pads. I think I'm going to throw in morphine right there. Boom. And let's see. I think something like that. And then here on the morphine as well, I'm just gonna make sure I copy. Where is that dark preset? Just gonna drag it like that to copy it over. And another thing that I was gonna say is, if you, let's say you use this same technique, something that I also want to show you that's super cool about using this method of this workflow of adding plugins, that's super cool is, let's say if I add another plugin, let me throw something else on there that I think can work fine. Like let's say I throw on GMS, let me just use a GMS again, boom. And if I can throw something that's like a lead, I think I played it right somewhere around in the middle, like somewhere around in the middle there. I know I kind of messed up the notes a little bit, like I think somewhere around here. Yeah, right there. I think these notes are perfect. So I'm gonna delete the rest. I'm gonna delete the rest like that. Just delete these and also delete these. And then I'm just gonna bring these all the way back. Okay. Wait. That's wrong. Fix the velocities and duplicate. I think that note is kind of out. Yeah, I think that repetition is cool. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I drop those. But before I even do that, what I can do is I wanted to show you how you can do automation and how it groups automations. So let's say, for instance, if I want to create an automation clip like this, so instead of creating the automation and throwing it in the next available track on the playlist, it actually groups it with the original clip with the notes. You'll see what I mean. So if I come here and I say create automation clip, boom, there is the automation clip you can see here, and I can actually collapse like this if I want to see, or like just minimize the automation clip like that. Boom. I think this is pretty cool, and then I can do that. Let's see what will happen if I think I can also automate this here. I think I can drop it down right there so it builds back up again a little bit harder this time. So I just added a little bit of slide to the sound so that it has this. I think the slide gives a little bit of like a really nice vibe to it. And I think I'm gonna throw on some reverb to this. And what I'm gonna do before this reverb, I'm gonna throw in a fruity delay. And I'm gonna automate the wedge so that it raises up as it builds up, and I'm just gonna offset the delay time to the right a little bit, and I'm just gonna create an automation clip right there so the delay gets more like intense as it builds up, like that. Maybe I want it to happen over here rather. So I can drag this back. So that's the workflow, and I think I came up with a nice super beat idea. You let me know down below if you want me to finish this track, if you think I came up with a really dope idea, and also let me know what you think about this workflow if you want to try it out, and if you haven't yet tried like the new versions of FL Studio, if this will like push you to upgrade to this new version of FL Studio to try this out. I think this saves so much time in the workflow than having to connect every sound to the mixer and all that thing and rename everything. I feel like this just keeps you organized. Like, look at how I can just collapse all my automations, and then boom, they're all gone. So you can do it with anything that you add like that, and everything is named already there, and everything is all good. So I think this is super cool, and you can see my drums are not named right there, so I would have to rename them. Like, come up here and then maybe use the preset, or I type it in and then I say kick and then I come up here. It's just a waste of time. But this method, when using the plugins, it's super cool to use it so that your organization and everything is just done automatically for you. I hope that they can do that with like clips. Let's say like when I'm using like samples, like if I drop samples into it. Like, let's say if I drop this noise splash and I drop it somewhere like here, you know, something like that. Hold on a minute. If I say audio clips, there you go. It already has it there, but it didn't send it to a mixer track. You see what I'm saying? So it just named the track, but it didn't send it to a mixer track. So I hope that's something that they're going to add in the next update. But thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one, which is right here on the screen. Make sure to drop this video a like and also subscribe if you're new here. And that's it for this video. I'm X and I'm out. Peace.